your fitness journey. What's up, folks? Hope y'all are having a blessed day so far. Guess what, y'all? It is peak week. It is finally here. The week I've been waiting for a very long time. You may be wondering, what is peak week? Well, in bodybuilding, they refer to the week of the show as peak week, and they call it this because this is the week that you get to peak your physique. Like, this is the week that you either make or break your physique. You get to add those final little touches, little finishing, little things you got to add. Basically, at this point, all the work's been done. Like all your workouts and cardio and all that's basically. I mean, you're still gonna work out, do cardio, but all the work's been put in. You're just fine tuning things at this point, fine tuning your posing routines and things like that. So it's like putting the final polishes on things, and that's what they call peak week. There's a lot of strategies based around peak week and different things you can do. You'll hear of some people dehydrating themselves and then loading up with carbs, carb loading before the show. I mean, there's all kinds of different strategies you'll see, and that's kind of what we're gonna get in today. We're gonna talk about what I'm doing for peak week, how I'm preparing, how I've been preparing for my bodybuilding show this whole time, like what I've been doing, training, diet, things like that, and then kind of what are my plans after. So I literally have no script today. I'm just going off the dome. So y'all bear with me. I don't know how long today's podcast will be, but I figured it'd be cool to kind of update y'all on what I've been doing on the journey I've been going on for these past like 6 months, really, since March. So it's been the longest ride. It's been the hardest ride that I never want to do again. I'll put it that way. But so yeah, it's peak week. My show is this weekend, August 24th. It's the Alabama State Championships in Gadsden, Alabama. If you're curious, I will be competing in the classic physique category. I know I already did a kind of a bodybuilding episode talking about bodybuilding in general, but this episode is specifically going to be about me and what I'm doing in my show, my first show. So yes, this will be my first show. I am natural, so this is not a natural show. There will be people that are not natural that I'm competing against, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's a lot of people that compete natural and unnatural shows. That yes, they do have natural shows that you have to like get drug tested and take a polygraph and stuff for, but this is not one of those. Um, so yeah, I'll be competing in classic physique. I'll be doing true novice, which means true novice is your very first show ever. You've never done a show before. I'll also be competing in novice, which means you're kind of like an amateur, like you've competed before, but you didn't win. You're not ready to go up to like the next level. And then I'm also competing in open. So open is like it's open, like everybody competing in that one. But they have them broken up by weight class, by height. So my class is up to 5'9", which I'm 5'9", and up to 195 pounds, which I'm nowhere near that. I'm 162 pounds. I weighed 162 point something this morning. So yeah, I'm way below my weight cap. So I ain't got to worry about making weight. Um, when I first started my prep, I was at 185. So I've lost over 20 pounds, whatever that 185 to 162. What's that? 22 pounds, 23 pounds, something like that. So yeah, I've lost a good amount of weight. I'm sitting at about the same weight that I was when I did my Ironman last year, but my physique looks totally different. Like I have way more muscle on my frame this time around, less body fat. So I would say it looks better, obviously. But I was training for two different things. So that's why my body will look different. It's kind of crazy to think that I've went from two different extremes within a year of each other. So I got down to really small during my Ironman training, but I lost a ton of muscle. So I was a lot smaller, but now I'm around the same weight, but with a lot more size. So my body looks completely different than what it did when I did the Ironman. So that's pretty unique. I was at like I remember I was at 186 when I started Ironman training, and I got down to 160. And then I was 185 when I started my bodybuilding prep, and now I'm down to 162. So I lost a little more weight during the Ironman, but that's because I lost a lot of muscle too. So yeah, we'll start with what I've been doing leading up to this week. And when I first started out prepping, I started in March. So I've been doing it since March, shows in August. So that's about 6 months. I started out bulking at first. I was eating a ton of food 6 times a day, eating lots of protein, eating your basic bodybuilding diet. So chicken, beef, turkey, rice, and vegetables. That's about it. That's what I was eating for a while. I was eating a lot of it, tons of carbs, and we just slowly. So I bulked for about a month or two, and then once we got about, I don't know, 3 months out maybe, I started just slowly working those down. So like every week we would lower it, just taper it off a little bit at a time, and then we started adding in cardio. So at first I was just doing some quick like hit cardio, nothing crazy. But then as we got into, like, actually dieting and trying to lose weight, we started doing the Stairmaster, and I also started doing the treadmill. So for a while there, I was doing the Stairmaster and the treadmill in the same day. I was doing 40 minutes at a time, and that was absolutely brutal on top of my working out. But finally, we have dialed that back, and now we're just now it's peak week, I'm just doing 30 minutes on the treadmill, like, that's it, super easy. You really peak week really is just letting your body recover to get ready for the show. Because at this point, like, I'm not gonna build any muscle, so it's no point trying to you don't wanna be sore on stage, so no point trying to kill myself. But yeah, so basically, I was just doing, like, a normal training like I normally would building up to this. I was just eating super strict, like, I wasn't eating no sweets, no junk food, super strict on my diet, like, eating 6 times a day, 2 to 3 every 2 to 3 hours, and I just was super strict on it, super strict on my workouts and cardio, and I did that for months, and then past probably 8 weeks, we've really been dieting, like, really, really super strict. Um, so yeah, that's kinda my food never really changed. My food's kinda stayed the same the whole time. The only thing that changed was the quantity. So, like, my food just get kept getting lower. I'm still eating the same foods. Chicken, I eat chicken, turkey, ground beef. Now I'm barely eating any rice, and then now for peak week, instead of any vegetable, I'm eating asparagus. So only asparagus that I'm eating this week. Um, so yeah, my workouts are different this week though. So Sunday I did legs, which was a normal leg workout. That was like my last super hard workout. And then this week I'll do chest, just pretty easy, not easy, but like still kind of challenging, but and just enough to get like a good pump some blood in the muscle. But not as long as workouts, not as hard, pretty easy for the most part. So Monday I'm doing chest, Tuesday I'm doing back, Wednesday I'm doing shoulders and arms, Thursday I'm doing chest and back, and then Friday is a rest day where I'm just gonna practice my pose. I'm not gonna actually work out that day. That day is gonna be for recovery because I have to go do the check in for the show and get my tan and all that. So no working out Friday, just posing. And I'll be posing throughout the week too. Like every week, every day of the week, I'm posing, trying to posing any chance I get. Any chance I get, I'm posing. Really, once or twice a day for a good little while. I practice my posing. Yeah, that's how my workouts will be. They'll be pretty light, just doing like 4 exercises or so, just to get a good pump. Nothing crazy. Not trying to get sore. I really don't want to get sore for the show. It's just to pump blood in the muscle to kind of give it that stimulus to make sure you're still holding on to that muscle and your body's not burning it off because your body's in a calorie burning state right now because you're not eating much food. So your body's gonna try to burn whatever it can to survive. Yeah, that's how my workouts are going. My food, I don't know honestly what my coach is gonna do with as far as my food goes. I think my cardio will stay pretty much the same, just a 30-minute walk each day. Nothing crazy with the cardio. Food, I don't know. Right now, my food has been for the past 2 days. It's just been either chicken, rice, or broccoli. I mean, not chicken. Either chicken, broccoli, or ground beef, and then I'll just have like 50 grams of rice and like 6 asparagus with each of those meals. So basically, what I've been doing. So I'm assuming it's gonna stay like that throughout the rest of the week. And then as we get closer, I will start to carb up. So I don't know exactly when. My coach, it's either gonna be Thursday or Friday. We'll start to carb load a little bit, eat some more food. So I got some things like I got some rice cakes. I got some cereal. I got Rice Krispie treats. I got honey. What else did we get? Just like little quick things like that, or quick carbohydrates that your body can digest really quick to kind of fill your muscles full of glycogen to kind of fill them out. So that'll be closer to the end of the week, like Thursday or Friday. We'll probably start doing that. And then I'm assuming like Tuesday and Wednesday are probably gonna be about the same. My water intake, I'm drinking 2 gallons of water a day. Tons of water. 2 gallons. Yeah, I know it's it's a lot, but it's doable. I mean, I've done it every day. It's not that bad. You just gotta carry a water bottle with you everywhere you go. As far as sodium goes, I'm eating a ton of sodium. So if you don't know this, drinking too much water can actually dehydrate you because you're giving your body so much water and not enough electrolytes. So I'm actually eating a lot of sodium as well. So I'm putting salt on my food. I'm also using some little electrolyte packets, the element packets. If you ever heard of them, they're really good. They're full of electrolytes. So I've been using about one of those every day. So sodium's high, water's high right now. So a lot of times people manipulate these. I don't know exactly how a coach is going to do it just yet because it's kind of a day by day thing. Like your coach, I send a check in every morning, and my coach looks at it and adjusts my plan based off how I'm looking that day. So it's very day to day based. And then as we get closer to the show, it'll be like hour to hour. Like I'll be sending check ins every few hours, every meal or so. I'll be doing it. So that way he'll know like how much sodium to add, how much water to add, things like that. I'm also taking a lot of vitamins. So I'm taking 10,000 milligrams of vitamin C every day. I just spread that out throughout the day. I'm taking ashwagandha twice a day. I'm taking a vitamin B complex 3 times a day. I take my multivitamin just once a day. Um, what else am I doing? I think that's about it. Supplement with a little calcium here and there. But yeah, I mean, sodium and water's high right now. And that's pretty much how my peak week's going. So I'm doing the training, cardio finally tapered off. I'm only doing cardio once a day now instead of twice a day like I've been doing. Not doing the Stairmaster. Now that we did legs on Sunday, I'll be off my legs for the rest of the week to let them recover. Try to let all the inflammation go down in my legs as possible, just to get ready for the show because I'll be on my legs walking around and stuff, so they don't need any more stimulus than that. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else goes into. Oh, one thing I wanted to hit on was um just my mental state during the prep. I think I've already touched on it a little bit in a few episodes ago, but it's been a struggle. Like this has been hard, really hard. One of the hardest things I've ever done. Um, I did the Ironman last year, and I thought that was pretty hard. But I would have to say, after doing the Ironman and then doing this, I would say this is by far harder, way harder. It's just very. It has its ups and it has its downs. It's very mentally challenging because you don't have a social life. There's no such thing as a social life on a bodybuilding prep because everything you do revolves around food. Everywhere you go, you're taking food with you, or you're not eating the food that's there. Like any kind of event. Like I was just at a birthday party Sunday and I couldn't eat anything. So it's miserable. Like you have no social life, you don't do anything. And then once you get in real prep, you don't want to do anything. You have no energy. You feel terrible. You're running on low calories. Like you have just enough calories to work out and do your cardio. And honestly, that's not even enough. Like my workouts have sucked. They've not been good. I don't want to be at the gym. Don't want to go. No motivation. Like it's horrible. It's hard. Like, and I've learned over prep that I have way more energy in the morning. So I'm making sure I get everything I needed done first thing in the morning. Like I get my workouts and I get at least one cardio session done in the morning. Like absolute. That's a must because I know later in the day it's gonna suck if I have to do it then. It's miserable. Like the longer the day goes on, the worse I feel. So like right now, I've been feeling bad like this afternoon, and honestly, you probably noticed the past few episodes I haven't been very energetic or anything like that. You can probably tell just in my mood that I'm not the most like energetic and have the most energy. But I don't know. Hopefully y'all will excuse me. Y'all understand what I'm going through. Hopefully next week we'll have a little energy, a little vibe about us, but we'll see. Um, honestly, it took everything in me just to get on this podcast right now and talk to y'all. That's why I didn't even do a script. I literally said I'm just gonna go off the dome. We gonna just talk about the bodybuilding show because I don't feel like coming up with the topic. So I'm sorry if you wanted to hear something not about me, but yeah, that's why we're here. At least I showed up, provide some value and talk about my bodybuilding show with y'all. Just keep y'all updated in case you're curious about what I'm doing, or if you want to do one yourself. If you want to do one, I'm not trying to discourage you, and I don't want to tell you not to do it. I would definitely say do it at least once. Like it's one of those things you should do at least once if you really want to do it. But if you want to do it, like you gotta really want to do it if you're gonna go through with it, because it's hard. Like it's gonna challenge you. It's gonna push you. It's gonna make you want to quit. You're gonna want to give up. But I will say I had not cheated on my plan, nothing. Like, I've done that 100%. I'm one of those people, like, once I get my mind on something and I decide I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go all in and do it 100% because I know if I do it and then I fail or I don't do it to my standard, I'm gonna be mad at myself. So that's why I ain't gonna cheat myself. I'm gonna go all in. Like, I'm not cheating on my diet. I'm doing my workouts. I'm doing my cardio. Like, I hadn't missed. And now that we're at peak week, I'm definitely not gonna miss. Like, we're too close now. I'm what, 5 days away now? I can do it like for 5 more days. I've been doing it for 6 months. So just just be prepared if you're gonna do it. Is all I gotta say. Be ready. Cause it's gonna smack you in the mouth. It's gonna be tough. But yeah, I definitely say if you wanna do it, try it. It takes a special kind of person to do it. Um, and it may be for you. Like, you may like it more than me. I just don't believe it's something for me. Like, I don't think it's something that I wanna do again personally. But other people love it. Like, there's some people that do it for a living. Some people do it all the time, and that's their thing. But just me personally, I don't think it's my thing. I say that. I'll end up doing another one probably, but and then I'll regret it then too. But I don't know. I said the same thing during my Ironman prep, and I already want to do another Ironman. Like, I've already decided I'm gonna do one. I don't know which one I'm gonna do yet, but and I know there was a point during my Ironman prep that I didn't want to that I wanted to quit too, and I was saying the same thing. So we'll see after I get off stage. I'll update y'all next week on where I'm at and what I'm feeling on the show. We'll see. Um, but yeah, it's been a roller coaster. Like, my energy comes in waves. Like, I'll be good 1 minute and down in the ditches the next minute. Like, I'll be so dead, and then I'll be good again, and then I'll be so dead. Like, right now, I got a little burst of energy because I get to get on here and talk to y'all and chit chat on the podcast, which I like doing. So that kind of gives me a little energy. But just before this, I just got done meal prepping. Like, I was cooking more food, trying to get ready for the week. So I have meals prepared for tomorrow. Um, so yeah, I think we hit on the cost on the last episode, so I'm not gonna hit on that again, but just know it's expensive too if you wanna do one. You better be prepared to spend some money. Literally just on the food, like, you gonna spend a lot of money just on food because 'cause you're eating so many times a day, but I'm scared that I'm gonna develop a eating disorder after this because I've been craving food for so long that after the show, I'm just gonna binge. I'm gonna eat so much junk. I already bought so much junk. I bought these big old brownies. They're like half-pound brownies, and I bought a 4-pack of different flavors from a company called Buckeye Brownies. They're like a bodybuilding thing, and I already bought, like, they just came in the mail today. I ordered them, and they come in today, and I'm just gonna keep them in the freezer until the show, and when I get off stage, I'm gonna absolute munch on them things. Y'all best believe we finna tear them things up. And then I also bought some of those peanut butter things. So I don't know if y'all ever heard of them, but they got like gourmet peanut butters with like different mix-ins and stuff you can get. They're freaking delicious. If you ain't ever had them, don't buy them because you'll be addicted to them. But I already bought some of those too. They on the way to my house too. We're gonna be snacking. We're gonna eat any and everything. I don't even care. If you watch people online, they'll tell you don't binge after a show because it's gonna create bad habits. But I don't even care, man. I've been dieting for 6 months. I'm finna eat me some junk food. You best believe. It's probably gonna make me sick. I'm gonna eat so much food, I'm gonna be sick. But I don't even care. I'll deal with it. It's been 6 months. I haven't had fast food. I haven't had candy, chocolate, junk food, nothing. No peanut butter, no Nutella. Another thing I was talking to my wife the other day. I haven't had cheese. I hadn't even had cheese. You know how bad I want some cheese? I saw somebody make a grilled cheese the other day, and my mouth was just watering. I was like, man, I really would like to eat a grilled cheese. Like, that would be fire. You don't realize the little things you miss out on. Like, I ain't even had milk. I ain't had milk, nothing. Like, no steak, none of that. Like, any things you would eat on a normal basis. Nope, ain't got none of it. So I'm looking forward to it. But I just gotta get to Saturday. Ain't gonna lie, I was struggling today. I've been hungry today. But we're gonna get through it. We're gonna push through. We're gonna fight. And it's all gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. At least I can say I did it one time and I gave it my all and I showed up on stage my absolute best, my 100% best package possible, and I won't regret it. Like, I'm not gonna regret it, but I probably won't ever do it again. So that way I can. Like I said, it's a bucket list thing. I can mark it off the bucket list and I can move on to the next thing. But yeah, I've learned a lot. Honestly, like, working with a coach. My coach is super smart. He knows what he's doing. So I've learned a lot about nutrition, learned about a lot about like manipulating the body, how you can manipulate all the different ingredients and foods and things like that, and different hormone levels and all. I've learned a lot. I pick my coach's brain. Like every time he tells me to do something, I ask him why. I'm like, why you got me doing this? Why you got me doing that? And he'll explain it. So I've learned a lot through the process, which is pretty cool. Which I get to take that on forever and use that in my own fitness journey, and I can spread it on here and let y'all know so y'all can learn too. Yeah, it's been a cool experience. I'm trying to think what else has played a role in the thing. I'm ready to just get back to having like a normal life, like a normal social life, like being able to go out and do stuff. Just go to a restaurant. Like I haven't ate out at a restaurant in 6 months. Well, actually, I did one time because I took my wife out for her birthday. But other than that, I hadn't done just like normal stuff. I take meal prep containers everywhere I go. I eat 6 times a day. Like I'm ready to just eat 3 times a day, eat normal meals like normal people. I ain't gonna lie, I do like eating 6 times a day because your boy is always hungry. So like eating 6 times a day is kind of nice, but I mean little bitty meal, like little bitty small meals. They don't even fill me up. I'm ready to just eat a meal and feel full. Like I want my stomach to be full. Like I just want that feeling. Because right now, when I eat my meals, I don't get full. So I'm just ready for like little things like that to be back to normal. Uh, you take those things for granted because you get them every day, you do them every day. When you start having that, you really miss it. So I'm ready to have a normal life again, have a social life, be able to go out and do things, be able to eat dessert or sweets or something when I'm out or at a get together or something. Another thing is it takes a toll on like your relationship. So if you're married, well, you better go ahead and get your wife prepared or your husband prepared ahead of time. Let them know what's up because it's gonna take a toll. My wife hates this prep because not only can I not do nothing, but she can't do nothing either because we normally do things together. So it plays a toll on her too. And you're just not in a good mood. Like I'm not in a good mood. I'm always in a bad mood. I don't want to do nothing. Have no energy. Don't want to go nowhere. So it affects her too. So just be aware of that if you're gonna do one because it's gonna affect people around you as well, your relationships. But as long as you let them know this ahead of time and prepare them for it, then it should be okay. But you can get through it, I promise. It ain't that bad. Trying to think what else is there to talk about? My plans after the show. One, I already told y'all I'm a binge eat. I know that's not good, and I would never, ever, ever tell y'all to binge eat ever. Don't binge eat. I'm going 100% against my philosophy on here. But the only reason I'm doing that is because I've been dieting for 6 months. I've lost over 20 pounds. I think I have a few pounds I can spare. I have a few pounds I can put back on and be okay. I'm single digit body fat right now, super skinny, probably skinnier than I should be. So I can afford to eat some extra calories. So that's why I'm gonna binge. But I would not recommend it to any of y'all. And I'm not gonna binge for a month after. I'm gonna do it for a day or two, a week maybe, and then get right back onto my normal stuff that I was doing before. So it's not like I'm gonna keep doing it forever. I'm not gonna keep that as a bad habit. Yeah, other than that, I'm gonna switch up my training, so I'm not gonna do the same training style I'm doing right now. Right now, I'm 2 days on, 1 day off, and I'm doing like a bro split bodybuilding type training. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do just yet for my training, but I'm probably gonna go. I want to tone it back to like 4 days a week, just to let my body rest a little bit. And I think I'm gonna do an upper body, lower body split. So I'm thinking like Monday upper body, Tuesday lower body, take off Wednesday, maybe do like some cardio or some agility stuff or something easy on that day on Wednesday, like a recovery day. And then Thursday, go back to upper body. Friday, back to lower body. So it's upper body, lower body, off day, upper body, lower body, and then be off on Saturday and Sunday. Like I'm ready to have my weekends back. I've been working out on the weekends for 6 months now, and I'm tired of it. Like I'm ready to just chill on the weekends, get stuff done around the house. And I'm gonna go hard on the YouTube. Like I'm trying to get back into my YouTube videos. So shameless plug, y'all go follow me over at Murphy McCammon on YouTube. Subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I'm making fitness content over there. Right now I'm just been recording my bodybuilding prep. So if you're curious to learn about like what I'm doing from day to day, like a day in the lifestyle, I've been making some videos on there. Y'all check it out. Just Murphy McCammon, my name. That's my YouTube channel. I also have a YouTube channel for the podcast called the Fitness Beginner Podcast. Y'all subscribe to that one too. But yeah, hopefully I'm gonna go back to a normal training schedule, normal diet, eating not 6 times a day, eating, like, my normal, like, 3 meals and then with some snacks and stuff in there. And y'all know I have a bucket list, but I hadn't decided which bucket list item I'm gonna do next. I'm really, really thinking about doing the Spartan race next. I really wanna do the Spartan race, but Imma give it a while. Imma take some time off after the show, to not train for anything for a while and just go back to a normal life before I start something else. So, we'll give it a couple months or so, if that, until I decide what my next crazy adventure is gonna be. I went from the Ironman to the bodybuilding show, and I'll probably go back to some kinda endurance. They have a ultra Spartan race. I think it's 30 miles, and they have, like, 60 obstacles. So I'm thinking about doing that. That sounds kinda cool. Or maybe start training for the next Ironman. I don't know. We'll see. I hadn't decided yet on what it is. So the goal is just to go back to a regular workout plan, regular diet, and just kinda maintain and let my body heal and recuperate for a little bit, and then we'll adjust from there. I'll keep y'all updated on the podcast, what we gonna do. Um, Other than that, I don't really think there's much else to let y'all know about the bodybuilding prep. I will update y'all next week on how we did for sure. Hopefully, we bring home some hardware. That's the goal. I'll be in 3 different classes, so I got 3 chances to bring home some hardware. So hopefully we can bring home at least one first place. That's the goal. Um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But no matter what place I come in, I'm gonna be happy because I know I showed up 100%. Like I gave it my all and I did everything I could. I can't help it if I show up 100% and some giant dude shows up next to me and he beats me because he's bigger than me. I can't help that. But as long as I know I gave it my all and I showed up 100% with my best package, then I'm gonna be satisfied with that. And so far, I've done that. I got 5 more days to show up, and I'll be good. So yeah, super proud of this journey. Like this has been the hardest thing I've ever done. I'm the most disciplined I've ever been in my life, 100%. Like hands down. If you in a slump and you trying to get disciplined and you trying to get yourself out of the slump, do a show because you ain't got no choice but to be disciplined. You ain't got no choice but to show up, to not miss, to hit your meals, all that. Like you don't have a choice if you want to do it right. And it's helped me a lot. Like I've done like everything to a T. So that being said, we're gonna end the podcast here. Sorry for rambling on so long. Podcast actually went a little longer than I thought. Go ahead, leave a review, subscribe to the podcast at the Fitness Beginner Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast at. Leave a review, subscribe. I appreciate it. Tell your friend about it. Tell your mom about it. Tell your dog about it. Whoever you talk to on a normal basis. I don't know. But yeah, we'll update y'all next week. Until then, y'all be safe. Y'all have a great day. Peace, love, protein. We out.